So in this video, we're going to be talking about natal Cancer moon in the 10th house and what this placement means. So if you have this placement, you're in the right place. And with that being said, what the moon represents in astrology is it represents emotions, family life, and personal interests or creative interests. It's all about projects and things that we develop over time, things that we nurture and care for, because the moon also shows how we're nurtured and also how we nurture things and how we care for our own descendants and our own family. I don't know if I said it, but the moon rules family, and it also rules land and our home life and our house. So with that being said, when you have the moon in Cancer, it's in its own sign. But in this case, it's in the 10th house. And the 10th house is about external forms of security, such as our job, our career, our position in society. And it's all about our public image, our reputation. And it can be about relations to the public. So when you have the moon in Cancer in your 10th house, what it shows is that there's a tendency to share your private life with the public in some sense. Or you hold your private life and you hold your family to high standards, and to like some sort of societal standards. Now, also since Cancer and the moon rule our personal interests and things that we personally care about, but that may not matter to other people necessarily. And when I say matter, I mean like in the sense of a career or like an impact on society. So like the moon will show more things that matter to us personally. So things such as our family life, our home life, our emotional interests, like things that we care about. So since it shows those things and you have it in the 10th house of public relations, this shows that there's like this need to share those things, but also for your creative interests and your personal interests and your feelings about things to be respected by others, or for other people to feel the same way about them that you do. So generally speaking, when it comes to things such as social media, you are also quite emotionally expressive on public platforms, or you talk about things that you care about a lot and that you have your heart into. And that's because the moon rules emotions, and you have the emotions in the house of public relations, of social media, of just public life. So in a general sense, since the 10th house is about reputation, people tend to see the things that you care about, and they see you for that side of yourself. So you can be seen either as an emotional person or just somebody that's very caring about various things. Or generally, people can also see you as like a nurturer or like a very caring figure. People will tend to be familiar with your personal life and your family life that know you, because you have this need to be proud of those things when you have the moon in Cancer in the 10th house. And there's almost like this balance that you have to do between private and public life when you have this placement, because technically the 10th house is associated with Capricorn, and Capricorn and Cancer are opposites. So there's this hard balance between what is private and what is public, and also between societal standards and also what makes you comfortable and what you like. Generally speaking, though, you like to align your own personal life to the standards of other people, and so you will tend to raise a very well-mannered family. And also in terms of how you were raised in high standards, and your parents kind of saw you as like a reflection of on themselves, but They kind of saw you as like a um, example of their own success. So that's the type of way that you were raised. You were very aware of other people's uh, of norms and like manners and stuff like that, and how to act and carry yourself. That was a very important theme of how you were raised when you have this placement. And that's perhaps the type of things that you think about too when raising your children for the most part. Also, since the moon shows things we care about and you have it in the 10th house, this indicates that you care about your reputation. Sometimes you have this desire to share new things with society and with the public, and you have this desire to make society care about things that you care about. And this can be a challenge. So it's all about, convincing people to believe in what you do. So that's kind of the effect that this placement can have in terms of your relations to the public, and also in terms of your creations. Like sometimes you like to share your creations because the moon shows things that we nurture or care for over time. And like I was saying, since there's an opposition and this house and the sign Cancer are of opposite meanings, there's like this difficult challenge and this balancing act that you need to do, because a lot of times you're very hard on your self, on your creations, even it could be on your family, because you hold yourself to such high standards and you associate your pride to those things and to how other people would feel about you and them and those things. So with that being said, I hope this video was insightful. If you enjoyed and it resonated, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel to see more content. And other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I'll see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.